My name is Jason White. I'm a homicide detective for the Tulsa Police Department, and I'm fortunate enough to be able to speak with you today about a couple of cases that remain open that happen to be my cases. The first one that I'm going to talk about is Paula Bogle, who was found deceased in her residence, and she'd been stabbed to death at 5818 South 32nd West Avenue. This happened on December the 17th, 2010. And we are confident that somebody in that neighborhood may have seen the killer walking up to the residence in the early, it was in the daytime when the perpetrator had went to that residence. And after the murder, the suspect took the victim's vehicle, which was a black Chevy HHR, and he had basically parked the vehicle over near the Promenade Mall. And it was found a day or two later. So that's one of those cases that, you know, Miss Bogle was a grandmother and a parent, and it's just she wasn't hurting anybody, and it's just one of those cases that's I'm pretty confident that somebody out there may have seen something and they didn't realize that it was important. But you know, if you lived in that neighborhood, perhaps you saw something. Or she was found inside the residence. She'd been stabbed to death, and a couple of things that we're pretty confident with respect to the investigation is that she likely knew the perpetrator. There wasn't any signs of forced entry at the residence, and whoever did this did not have a vehicle when they came to her residence, therefore they took hers. And so they arrived in that area either by the bus and then walked to the residence, or they walked to that location from somewhere. The other case that I want to mention is Gabrielle Bledsoe. Gabrielle Bledsoe was found murdered at her residence, which was located at 1824 North Atlanta Avenue, on March the 2nd, 2013. She went by Gabby, and Gabby was a 16-year-old straight A student. She was aspiring to one day go to medical school, and unfortunately, like I said, she was found inside of her residence and had been stabbed to death. Throughout the investigation, we did speak to many people throughout the neighborhood. We ran across a little bit of resistance from some of the people that lived in the neighborhood. We're pretty sure that somebody in that neighborhood either has information with respect to this incident, or may have witnessed something, and we would certainly appreciate any type of calls, or, you know, that potentially could get this case spark. That you know, I think we're close on it. On both of the cases that I've mentioned, we've got a pretty good idea as to who may be involved in these cases. Just a little bit more information perhaps will put us over the top. You can call anonymously. You can call Crime Stoppers. We also have a special homicide tip line that is available for you to call. Of course, number one, we prefer to talk to you in person, or we would prefer to be able to reach out to you and call you back in the event that we have some follow-up questions. You can still remain anonymous, but any information that you may have in reference to either one of these cases would be much appreciated. And we certainly these are a couple of cases that are just a prime example of the types of cases that we continue to live with here, that we definitely feel that we can get somewhere on them. We just need a little bit of extra help from the public.